So today I'm hopping on live again. Welcome if you have not been here. Welcome back if you have. Today I have an interesting topic for us to talk about today. We are going to talk about motivation. There are two types of motivation we're going to cover today: intrinsic motivation and extrinsic motivation. Does anybody know what these things are? Let's get into it. So intrinsic motivation is like motivation that comes from within when you have a goal in your mind and you do everything you have to do to go get it. That's your own personal drive, your own personal work ethic, your own grit, all of those things. But extrinsic motivation is something that where you reward yourself for putting in all the work that you did. So the reward would be your motivation. So let's say I am working to go get on a vacation, or a wedding is coming up. I want to make sure that I am doing my workouts, eating right so I can lose the weight for that vacation, for that wedding. But what if I didn't have the wedding? What if I didn't have the vacation? Would I still be motivated to eat healthy and work out? And then, of course, the intrinsic scenario of that would be what I just said. So I'm just going to work out regardless of if there's a wedding coming up, regardless if I am going out of town. I have internal will and internal determination to do the things that I need to do the things that are better for me. So an example of someone who had intrinsic motivation is the man himself, Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan was on the basketball team in junior high, but didn't make the eighth grade team. So that was a little bit you can kind of say the reward for him would have been, the trophies, the games, being on the teams, whatever. But at the end of the day, Michael Jordan wanted to be the greatest. He wanted to be the best. He learned the game of basketball. He studied the game of basketball. And he worked day in, day out. Everyone who was around him, he worked them day in and day out in order to be the best team, in order to be the best player, in order to be number one. And did he achieve that? He did. So he had some intrinsic motivation. Right now, my intrinsic motivation is just my personal health, right? I want to be stronger. I want to be disciplined. I want to eat better and healthier for my future self. So I am going to make sure that I'm putting in the work now. I have that drive from within. I'm working hard because I know within my reward will be just the process itself, the process and the outcome of me, okay, getting up even though I was tired, but now I've got some energy. Hi. We are talking about motivation today, intrinsic motivation and extrinsic motivation. If you do not have, you know, internal motivation, maybe you have external motivation where you are trying your best, to achieve something in order to get an award later on in life, or are you coming in with the intentions no, I really, really, really want this for myself? Do you guys have any intrinsic motivations? What keeps you going? What pushes you through every day? Or is there something special coming up that is adding a little bit more motivation to your life? Are you preparing for a family? Are you preparing for a relationship? Are you preparing for a vacation or a wedding? Are you putting in the work now to get a different job? What are you guys doing? Your family. Yes, exactly. So right now, I'm sure Haikino is, putting in all this work because he knows that one day he will reap the reward of being able to provide for his family. He has intrinsic and extrinsic motivation. And though we've talked about both of them hand in hand where they're not similar, they can also go hand in hand to boost that motivation. Motivation is a very important factor in getting things that you want done. Happy Easter, Technoblade. Yes. Jesus' motivation was to save us. Amen. Amen. Happy Easter, happy Easter. Let's see. What other motivations can we have? A lot of people are motivated to help others, and that comes from a place of within, coming from a place of, I care enough about you that I want to help you and motivate you and keep you accountable. So, you're putting in the work to do those things to help others. There's nothing wrong with helping others. There's nothing wrong with helping others. It's a very, family and other people and people you care about is a very strong motivator. Wanting to be a better you is a very strong motivator. What is the purpose of life if you're not growing? If you're not becoming the best you? Do you want to be the worst version of you? You don't deserve that. The people around you don't deserve that. But you deserve the best version of you. So what keeps you guys motivated? Can really hype music motivate you guys when you're working or doing something? Oh, with dab. Okay. I know music gets me going when I run because I don't like running. But a really good song can pump me up. Money is a really good motivator. I know we probably don't want to go to work, but hey, money. Work for it. Get the money. Money's a really good motivator. And not just little money, too. Big money. Big opportunity. Opportunity is a motivator. Yeah, if you have the opportunity, are you going to seize it or are you just going to sit back and watch the opportunity disappear right before your eyes? A house and a home can be a motivator, absolutely. Right now, you may live in an apartment, but your goal is to get a home or a house and get a house and make it a home. But if you're not motivated to get a house, well, hopefully you're motivated to keep your apartment. But if you're not motivated to get your house, then you probably won't work as hard or save as much. You'll be like, I'm cool where I'm at. I'm not motivated to get a house. But if you truly, truly, truly want a home, want to start building a family or want to settle down somewhere, you're going to start making those efforts, being motivated. Okay, I'm doing this because I have this goal in mind. So that's another thing. Even having a goal can be motivation. Oh, your girlfriend. Okay. She sounds like a pretty special lady. I'm happy for her. Her boyfriend is motivated because of her. She is his why, What is your why? Why are you doing the things that you're doing in life? Are you living life aimlessly or are you actually being intentional with everything that you're doing? Your furry friends. Okay, a rabbit. Yes, okay. Being intentional and having motivation to come back home so that you can feed your furry rabbits, furry friends, and love them. Beautiful. But yeah, right now I didn't go on a walk today, but I am motivated to get 10,000 steps because I want to get my body moving and I want to not be so tired when I walk. I want to be able to walk and travel and explore places, but if I'm too tired just to walk, up and down the street, that's not going to be very helpful. So it's more of a long-term extrinsic, but at the same time, I like walking. I enjoy walking. Reading, okay. How would you describe your reading to be your motivation? Are you reading to do research? Are you wanting to become a lawyer? Do you have paperwork that you have to do? Okay. But yeah, so again, ultimate topic of today was understanding what motivation is and understanding the two types of motivation, the intrinsic with an I for internal motivation and the extrinsic with an E, motivation that comes with a reward, so something that I would do with reading is my mother would kind of with money. She would encourage us to read a book, and if we could give her maybe 5 lessons out of the book or 10 lessons out of the book and actually apply it to our lives, she would pay us to read books. I made a lot of money reading. That's just another example of an external extrinsic motivator, that money. But now I read intrinsically. So I read in order to get personal development, learn about finances, learn about health, physical as well as mental. I read for fun, all these things. But I know I didn't grow up loving reading. I was set up for failure. They told me to grab a book, grab a blanket, grab a snack, grab a pillow, and then they turned the light off. What does that sound like to you guys? Nap time. Yeah. But already, it is getting hot and my lunch break is almost over. So this has been a great live. Thank you all for joining. If you did, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and be back for more. See you next time.